Hello again, everyone. Betty MacNeill here, leading you through some leg exercises this time. I consider this kind of phase 2 or part 2 of a 2-video set for leg exercises. We sort of woke those muscles up with some toning exercises. Now we want them to be active, engaged in some extreme balancing activities. So we're going to start with a side step lunge, alternating to 2 sides. Stand with a sturdy chair in front of you. You're going to step out with one leg and reach with that same arm. Notice how my foot has turned outward, shifting your weight until you bend that knee and lunge onto that side. Let's come back, feet together in the center. Step out to the other side and lunge on that leg and back. And notice that with those lunges, you really have to shift your weight. That's what you're trying to do. And back. So let's go to the opposite side. Step, lunge, and recover. Step out, lunge over that knee, recover. Again, back out and in. Now the closer you get your feet together in the center, the easier it is for you to shift your weight and to take that next step out to the side. We're going to do 10 on each side for this particular set, and we are just now approaching 5 at this point in time. At this point, I'm going to revert and do both arms away from the chair. You don't have to. I want you to feel comfortable and safe, but I think you all understand that the less arm support you use, then the more you're going to be challenging your legs. Just make sure that within that challenge, you're staying safe. We need to do 2 more times each side, please. And in, side step out, and in. Last one, recover, and step out, lunge, and recover. Very good. Depending upon your speed and conditioning for this particular activity, you could be breathing a little bit hard at this point, and that's good aerobic exercise. But mostly I'm trying to make this a balance or weight shifting kind of an exercise. This next one feeds off of the first one. It's a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more speedy. We're going to do what's called rock and reach side to side. Now I've started by stepping my feet as far apart as the legs of your chair are. So you want a wider base of support than normal. But because this chair kind of hides a little bit of what I'm doing, my feet and legs, I'm going to move it out of the way. However, you need to keep that chair in front of you, please, if it's still being used for your support, or at least used as a backup to potential loss of balance. Feet are wide apart. We're going to do the rock part first, or the rocking part. Shift all of your weight to one side. You're going to notice that you really shift over, pushing down on that opposite toe to bring the weight fully onto one leg. Let's rock or shift back to the other side. Look how extreme that movement is. Let's go back to the other side where you started from. Notice the ankle movement down here on that foot that's pushing off, giving you balance. So your toes still on the floor, but your heels lifted up. Now this time as we come back, we're going to twist this upper torso and reach across with the opposite arm, with the same arm coming behind you. Let's rock back to the other side. Notice your arms are going to be up and opposite. So if I'm shifting to my left, I'm reaching the right arm up and across. The left arm's behind me. When I shift to the right, I'm reaching my left arm up with the right arm behind me. So we rock, twist, reach. Rock, twist, reach. Watch how the feet move. You're going to be coming up and over one leg. The opposite foot or the foot behind you kind of rocks up on that toe. That heel actually twists around a little bit to give you that flexibility. Excellent. Up and across. Let's go faster for about, a count of 10 backwards. We're going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Well done. All right, catch your breath and let me get repositioned for our next exercise, please. Because I need to bring my chair back into the picture. I'm actually going to bring it around behind me, or behind my view here, so that I'm actually standing next to the chair. So I'm standing in a position where I've got my left side against the chair, and that is actually the leg I'm going to be focusing on with my first exercise. This is actually a forward and backward step lunge activity. So the foot nearest the chair that you're holding onto is going to take a step forward, land on that heel, bring your foot down, and then continue to weight shift onto a bending knee. So we call that our lunge. Notice please that the leg behind you remains straight. In fact, if you can even keep the heel down behind you, that's even better because it gives you a stretch to your calf muscle. You're going to kind of push off of this leg as you come back. Take it all the way behind you, please. Land on your toe. Continue to shift your weight to your heel. And here's what we need to do. Bend the knee behind you like you're going to sit down and bring the toe up off the floor of that leg that's still in front of you. Straight knee, but toe lifts. So here we go again. We're balancing on one leg, lifting that leg forward, and step lunge. Recover backwards, bring the foot back, sit down on that back foot while you bring that right toe up, or whatever toe it is, happens to be. Step forward, lunge, and step back, shift your weight as if you're going to sit down. Another one, please. Step forward, lunge, and step it back and recover. Now with these, we're going to do a total of 8 to get started. I'm on number 5 now. And come back behind you like you're going to sit. So we're just bringing that leg forward and back, almost mimicking a stepping movement. But we're exaggerating what happens at the end of that movement, making your movements big, making those muscles be a little bit more dynamic, reactive. Here's our last one, please. Step forward and lunge. And then let's step it back, shift your weight, and take a bow. That's the way to do it. All right. Feet together again. We're going to go, just as we did with our forward exercise, side to side. We're going to do forward, back. Step and reach, or rock and reach, please. So start with your left foot in front of you. The toe is up just a little bit because in this case, we're not going to be bending our knees. We're going to be activating our ankles. As you rock your weight forward to that left foot, the heel behind you lifts. You can soften that knee a little bit, but it's not necessary to bend it. And then we can come back, right heel down, left toe up. So we're rocking forward and back, but the primary joint that is basically absorbing those forces, controlling that movement, is right there at your ankle. Keep your body tall, keep your hips extended, keep your knees fairly straight, please, and back. Now here's what we add to that. As we rock forward on through that left foot, reach your right arm up, and then it comes back as you shift back. Opposite arm and leg are the ones that are coordinating in this movement. It's fairly easy to do because you should be holding the chair with your left hand. So the only arm that's free to move is your right arm. All right? So reach up and reach back. Shift forward and reach up. Shift forward and reach back. Keep it going up and back. Now I know some of you like to use both arms, and that's perfectly okay. So you'll need to let go temporarily, but remember, as both arms are part of the picture, you don't want to lose the synchrony between the left foot and the right arm, and back. So left foot, right arm, and back. And that other arm is just matching and being opposite to what you're trying to do. Very good. Counting back from 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Get those arms to reach up for you. That requires a lot of good balance strategy to keep on that narrow base of support, but kind of in that diagonal line. I am simply turning around so that I can do my other side. Still holding onto the chair this time. My right foot will be the one exercising because that's the side facing the chair. Could be your right, your left, whichever it turns out to be. It's not a problem for me. So anyway, let's take a step forward with that right foot. Remember the heel touches. You're bringing your weight forward over to the flat foot, but continue to bend that knee, keeping the leg behind you as straight as possible. There's your lunge. Push off the floor, lift that foot up, land on your heel, come back to it, and then act like you're going to sit down. Sometimes pushing the air out behind you helps a little bit. And forward again. So it's a step with a lunge, and then lift, foot behind you, shift your weight, take a bow. You're practically sitting, but that's not where you're going to end up. All right, forward step, and take a step backwards, please, and take that bow. Step forward and lunge, step back, shift your weight, and lower that body. Step forward, lunge, and behind you. Hopefully I'm counting accurately, so I say 3 more to go. And step back with your bow. Step forward and lunge. Good. Step back, shift your weight, take that bow. Last one, please. Watch your form. Bend that knee in front of you. Step it back. Act like you're going to sit down. Keep that leg forward, the opposite toe up. All righty, and there you go. Nice and tall. Fantastic. Now, just like on the other side, we want to go ahead and do rock and reach. Take a step forward with that right foot, the foot we were just working on, but don't lunge onto it. Don't bend that knee. I want that toe up until you shift your weight forward. And as you do, the heel behind you will lift off the floor. Rock back. Toes come up on the right. Rock forward. Heel comes up on the left. And again, you can have different feet forward, and that's fine. We're just talking about the forward and the rear foot, what they need to be doing. As you rock forward, let's let that opposite arm reach up and out, and then it comes back. So as you're rocking forward, that arm swing is helping to drive that forward movement and back. And again, it's the arm on the side opposite, the leg that's forward. So for me, it's my right leg and my left arm. And swing it up and swing it back. And let that arm help carry the momentum. We're doing something kind of exaggerated. You're doing something big here. Notice a good upright posture. I'm letting my ankles take all the activity. I'm trying to keep my spine straight. A few more for those of you who want to do both arms together. Again, it's fine to let that other arm swing, but it's swinging opposite. And you don't want to lose the synchrony between the opposite arm and leg. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're done. Very good. So I hope that kind of wakes up your legs a little bit, focuses on some of your balance challenges, and just keeps you active during this time of staying more at home than being out and about. Hope to see you soon. Bye.